Guess what? Philippines travel update. Unvaxxed to be allowed entry into the Philippines. Did you hear me? I'm gonna repeat it again. Philippines travel update. Unvaxxed to be allowed entry into the Philippines. Yeah. Yo, man, what a joy. It's such a joy it is. You come back to get my friends. If you're here for the first time, click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon to continue seeing fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Yeah, you hear me right? Tight, long, and strong, baby. I'm Vax. You've been trying to get in here. You've been trying to get up and here, up and here, up and here in the Philippines. Your time is approaching, man. Your time is near. Your time draweth nigh. Okay, my brothers and my sisters. Hey, it's time. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. It's time to let everybody come up in this camp. You know what I'm saying? It's past time. Okay, just because I don't have a vaccine, you mean I can't come to the Philippines, man? What's wrong with you? Wait, your time is coming soon. That's what we're gonna talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. That is our topic for today. If you want to hear, you ready? You ready like Freddie? Stick around. Okay, man, I'm with you. You with me? This is BobbieD coming to you live from the Lombard Super Philippines. Having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well where you're from. Thank you so much, guys. If you're here for the first time, click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon for me. Please do that. Thank you. But yeah, man, haven't you been waiting for this announcement? I know many people have been saying, why don't you let me in? I don't want to take that shot. You're going to hold that against me. I can't come in. I got money to give you country and you can't get me in your. That was so messed up. Now it's straightening out. Soon and very soon, unvaccinated individuals will be allowed entry into the Philippines. You think I'm playing with you? I got the video. I'm going to show you better than I can throw you. Yeah, I'm going to show you, man. I don't get up here and play with you, man. I bring the real deal to you, like steel to you. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. Okay, and I do it for you. Yeah, you black man, you brown man, you Caucasian man. You want to come up in here? You don't have your shots yet. Come on, man. It's just a matter of time. The doors of the Church of the Philippines is open to the unvaxxed. Yeah. Ooh, Lord, amen. It's a beautiful tang, man. It's a beautiful tang up in here, up in here, up in here. Yeah, unvaxxed people, you have no worries, no concerns. Philippines heard your cry. They heard your plea. They heard your complaints. They heard your moan. They heard your groan, and they answered. Okay? Yeah, they answered you, and they said, I'm gonna let you in. You know, I'm gonna let you in, mister. You don't have no shots. No, I'm gonna let you in. Cut. I need your montage. They need the money, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the plain and simple. They're trying to increase their economy and the revenues that's coming into this country. And the tourism sector is a huge part of the finances for this country, for the revenues. You know? So what do? They're gonna let people in. They're gonna they're gonna ease the stringent protocol laws that were keeping people away from this country. And one of the reasons why many people refuse to come to the Philippines simply because you have to be vaccinated. So that's going to be dropped very soon. Thailand dropped that. Singapore, all bunch of Asian countries dropped it. And you know what happened when they dropped that requirement? Guess what? Boom! Visitors and tourism went out the yin yang, out the roof. So the Philippines said, okay, they did that. Why we can't do that? We need to do that too. We need the monitoring too. They did it. Yeah. They were falling behind the competition. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, tourism is a huge a competition in Southeast Asia. And the Philippines is always on the bottom of the battle. But Thailand's up here, usually. And they're up here right now. Yeah, because they know the value of allowing unvaccinated individuals into your country. Now, keep in mind, there is a two-edged sword here, okay? On the one side, if you allow unvaccinated people in your country, there is a slight possibility that COVID numbers may climb up, okay? Understand me? However, if you understand also that COVID is World Health Organization just made an announcement that it's on the decline, okay? So I understand that they had to balance that at the fact that you possibly could get some rise versus it's on decline, and then they had to come up with the third factor, economy. The IATF had to make a decision and he made a recommendation to President Bonbon Ferdinand Marcos Jr. that we need to allow unvaccinated in. I know we got a medical problem and it's not going nowhere. We got to learn how to deal with it, and we got to learn how to deal with unvaccinated people coming in the country too. That was their reasoning. That was their focus. No hocus pocus. They did it right, Ty Long. And so the country is going to benefit from this law, from this change. Okay, there's no doubt about it. Financially, however, again, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, it's a possibility that what COVID numbers could go up. When you think about the fact that the XBB variant and the XBC variant are highly transmissible, yeah, and they're already here in the Philippines. Recently discovered that they're already here, right? So there is a possibility, ladies and gentlemen, when we do allow the unvaccinated, that we will get a uptick in the COVID-19 numbers. However, there are more treatments nowadays. There are more medications nowadays that will allow countries to better manage the COVID-19 crisis. With that in mind, I think the IATF made a good decision in order to allow people that are unvaxxed to come in and at the same time monitor them and make sure that they bring revenue in the country. Yeah, that's the bottom line. The Philippines has been running on E. I'm talking about empty. You know what I'm saying? When you drive your car and you get close to that E, you're like, oh man, got to give me some gas. If I run out, that's what they're saying. They're running on E. They had to borrow from this, borrow from Tom and Dick and Harry to pay Paul, Peter to pay Paul. You know, that's what they were doing for the last 2 years. Borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, borrowing from Peter, borrowing from the World Bank, borrowing from the USA, borrowing from Japan, they borrow from everybody. So they got to pay that money back now. The Philippines is 13.1 trillion pesos. I say trillion. I said million. Trillions of pesos in debt. Okay, in debt like sweat. Okay, it's just the sweat and the debt just dripping all over this country. So they got to do something, man, and changes have to be done. Okay, and so when you have a leader has to make the decisions. Sometimes you can't make a tough decision. You know, and so leadership means that they have to drive this country forward, not backwards, not let it stand still. They got to move forward in spite of the circumstances and the situation that you may run into because of your decision. The overall, you have to work for the majority of the people is that we need income. People cannot continue to go with no money in their pockets, and the country has no way to subsidize their income. Okay, so we have to increase, the Philippines has to increase the revenues, and this is an awesome way to do it. So we're going to talk about today, no hocus pocus, just thumbnail for the day. Here we go, y'all, you ready? All right, I'm back, man. Yeah, see it. It's that lady right there. That's Miss Christina Frasco, yeah, Tourism Secretary. She had a big announcement, had a big press conference. I'm going to show you some information on that. And some people are very excited about it. Some people are very upset about it, you know what I'm saying? But, you can't please all the people all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you're a leader, if you're a punk, yeah, you can please everybody every time because you're going to say, yes, sir, boss, I do it, boss. Yes, sir, boss. Yeah, but if you're a leader, you say, nah, we're not going to have this. This is how we're going to go. And so some people are going to get pissed off because you made the decision. That's to be expected in a leadership position. Even if you're a man in your house, if you're a husband, you're a boyfriend in your house, you got a fiance, and she said, I need $500. And you said, no, I'm not going to. For what? She said, I want to go shopping. She said, no. See, what you want with you? I want that money. No, that's my decision. She ain't going to like you for right. You might be in the doghouse, right? You might be in the doghouse for the night. No, but hey, it's tough decisions had to be made. He said, we need that money, my dear. That's money. You gonna take our rent money before you go shopping? How silly is that? You got to make tough decisions and the right decision for your family, for your relationship, for your betterment of the both parties in the relationship. And so presidents, vice presidents, leadership people, business people have to make the same types of decisions. It's for the betterment of the entire country and for the betterment of the overall individuals that we inhabit in that country. People here need work and they need money. And if there's no jobs, you can't get to work. So the more tourists come here, the more jobs will come, the more money will be flowing into this economy. Okay, that's just the bottom line. That's what the USA did. We had to get our economy back on track. That's what we did. We opened that thing up. Yeah, we said, Lord, now y'all come on in. We had to open it up. And so countries are getting the idea now that they have to increase revenues, and this is one way to do it. Okay, all right. So the Hocus Pocus just damn it. That's it right there, man. She had a very beautiful press conference. I did part of it early. If you look at one of the videos I did recently, I did that video, and I'm going to be doing this video to be released as well. And I'm going to show you what happened. Okay, no Hocus Pocus, just focus for the day. So we're gonna look at the press conference that uh, Christina, Tourism Secretary Christina Frasco did. She did a great job. She was a little bit nervous. You can tell her that she was nervous. I think it's one of the first times she's been in a limelight of her being a national cabinet member of the Philippines. So she did a great job. She had no notes. Everything was in her head. I like them kind of people that can just rattle it off. Then we'll look at the paper, with the paper. You know, got to know what you're talking about. When you got to look at the paper. I think you're driven by the paper. Sometimes you got to just run it, and gun it. Like you shooting basketball, and you just gun. You say, "Give me the ball." You ain't got to debate about, well, I'm going to the right, I'm going to the left. Give me the ball. That's all I want. And she's the kind of person, she's the give me the ball kind of person. I like them kind of people. She said, so we're going to look at how Joe will be lifting the printed protocols. Printed protocols are going to be lifted, man. Yeah. All those protocols, but you got to get a test, and you got to get this, you got to do this, you got to be isolated, and you got to be, what's a person to do? You find a country that don't have all that yin yang, and you go there. So that was one of the problems. People weren't coming here because they got a lot of yin yang rules that don't necessarily have to be in effect now, because COVID is under decline. Okay, it's not going to be never. I don't think it'll ever be eradicated. We're gonna have to live with it, and we have to learn how to deal with it. Like James Brown said, you got to deal with it. That advice is still strong today. James Brown, thank you, brother. Godfather, so you got to deal with it. Yeah, we got to deal with COVID, baby. It ain't going nowhere. If you don't get your shots, it's on you. You want to act a fool up in here. That's on you, brother. I don't care what you do, but I'm going to advise you that if I was you, mister, I would advise you strongly to consider getting your shots. Okay, I got mine. I got 2 shots, and then I got a booster, and then I got my second booster, and I'm waiting for the bivalent to come out. Yeah, y'all know talking about bivalent. The bivalent is the new shot, the new vaccine they came out with that covers COVID, not Omicron, all that stuff. I'm waiting for that. USA already got it, but I'm gonna get everything they can. That's me. That's my mentality. I believe in science, and I believe in doing things that would help you rather than hurt you. But if you don't, that's on you, man. It's okay. You still can come here. Let's go. So we're gonna talk about today, and then, ladies and gentlemen, they had a very huge earthquake. It was 6.7 in magnitude in Arbor last night, and we're going to talk about that. So you understand what's happening in the Philippines. You kind of know a lot of you have relatives, friends, family, loved ones in those areas, the Arbor area, and you want to know what happened. What happened, man? I didn't know that. I didn't know it until I got up. It happened late last night. Big earthquake, man. The good part about it, so far, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't heard of any fatalities. There are people injured, structures are injured, but so far, now I'm just saying so far, because they're still checking. I haven't heard of any fatalities, but there could be some. I'll try to put that disclaimer in there. Okay. So what's happening? It's a good day for you guys that want to come to the Philippines and you don't like your shot. You don't want no shot. I don't want no shot, buddy. I don't know what's in that shot, buddy. I don't want it in my body. I don't want. Okay. Philippines has heard you moaning and groaning. Yeah, you whining, but I don't need that. Well, I got to get that shot. Okay, you ain't got to get it no more. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. They were whining, but I got to get the shot, and so I ain't coming. Okay, so now when they open it up, so you don't have to get vaccinated, they're gonna come up with something else. Well, I just don't. I don't want to come every time I turn around. They just making up some more rule, and they're gonna come up with something else. If you want to do something bad enough, man, you make away, shake away, take away, break away, and do it. You don't come up with excuses. Okay, you don't come up with lame excuses. Well, you just don't want to do it. What's wrong with you? Can't you just stop lying, mister? Please? Can you just be real and say, I don't want to come? What's wrong with that? I can respect you better when you tell me out of your mouth, I don't want to come, and you making up some lie. That's all you say. You stuck on it. Who does that? Huh? Be a man. Be a grown, mature adult. If you want to go, say, yeah, I want to go. And then go. If you don't want to go, say, I don't want to go. and don't go. But don't give me the yin yang. I don't want to hear that, man. And people that you love in the Philippines don't want to hear that. If you're coming, come on. They're making it easy peasy for you now. Okay, the rules are being dropped and let down. The net's being taken away from you. The wall is being down. They're breaking it through the wall for you just to let you come in. So don't give me no more. Let's go. All right, so I got a brief video. I'm gonna show you about Christina. She did a great job in the press conference. I got a press conference right here. I got the video. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you what she said, so there will be no ambiguity about what she said. And me trying to be a third party go by trying to relate what she said. She's coming straight from the horse's mouth. Right? She did a great job in the press conference. She's a great communicator. She was a little bit nervous, I could tell, when she did the press conference. But again, this is the first time on the national scene in the Philippines, and she did a good job overall. There's a little bit of hesitation here, but overall, awesome. She got the message over, and she got it over very clearly and very, very succinctly. Okay, so here's the video, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be releasing this on Live in the Philippines News shortly after this as well. And if those of you that have not joined Live in the Philippines News, go on, do that, man. Go on, go Google it, Live in the Philippines News. And before we get out of here, I will put a link in the video, a link on this in the comment stream section, so you can click on that link and it'll get you to join up. Okay, you want to keep up with news in the Philippines? Better hit me up on Live in the Philippines News. I do a story. I'm trying to do at least one or two stories every day that are the most pertinent for those of you that are coming here, for those of you who are already here, because I have a lot of Filipinos that watch my channel all the time, news and this, and so I try to do the most pertinent news events of the day. Okay, you with me, G? Let's go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna show this video real quick, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. Okay, you with me, G? Let's go. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is set to issue an executive order indicating indoor face masks will soon be. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is set to issue an executive order indicating indoor face masks will soon be a choice, not a requirement. Tourism Secretary Christina Frasco announced on Tuesday. At a press briefing at Malacanang, Frasco said this was reached during a cabinet meeting earlier in the day. As a result of the cabinet meeting this morning, it was agreed that the president would be issuing an executive order per the IATF recommendation to make indoor mask wearing also voluntary all over the Philippines with a few exceptions, Frasco said, referring to the government's policy-making interagency task force.
Good afternoon, mayong hapon kaninyong tanan. I'm Christina Garcia Frasco, the Secretary of the Department of Tourism. We have just concluded a cabinet meeting with President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. together with our fellow cabinet secretaries. And at this meeting, the matter of the mask mandate policy of the Philippines was discussed. As you are aware, the President has already issued an executive order to make outdoor mask wearing voluntary all over the Philippines with certain exceptions. As a result of the cabinet meeting this morning, it was agreed and that the President would be issuing an executive order per the IATF recommendation to make indoor mask wearing also voluntary all over the Philippines with a few exceptions, namely that mask wearing would still be required in public transportation as well as medical transportation and in medical facilities. Mask wearing would also be highly encouraged for unvaccinated individuals, the persons with comorbidities, as well as senior citizens. But generally, the direction of the Marcos administration is to lift the remainder of travel restrictions into the Philippines, and that includes easing of our mask mandates to allow our country to be at par with our ASEAN neighbors who have long liberalized their mask mandates. In addition to this, it was also discussed that the remainder of stringent protocols, such as the requirement of pre-departure testing into the Philippines in the form of an RT-PCR, would also be removed. In addition to this, as far as unvaccinated foreigners are concerned, they would henceforth be allowed entry into the Philippines with only the requirement of presenting an antigen test 24 hours taken before departure, or an option of taking an antigen test upon arrival into the Philippines.
Okay, there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth. Did she do it? Did she do it? Did she do it? Yes, she did, man. She did it right, tight, long, and strong. She laid it down. There's going to be masking indoors. Will not be required. It will be a choice, not a requirement. Okay, masking outdoors has already been allowed. You know, and so they're trying to align the policies and procedures that will allow African Americans, white Americans, British, whoever want to come to the Philippines, come. You know, whether you vaccinated or not, and it just makes sense. You know, common sense. How long you gonna put people in isolation? How long they got to have a negative RT-PCR test to get in there? How long? Huh? How long you gonna be doing that? And everybody else ain't doing it. So the Philippines is a little bit behind, and they're a little bit slow sometimes in some areas. And it's okay, man. Everybody's different. Every country is different, as you know, right? USA, they don't wear masks nowhere. You know, people they just don't wear it anywhere. And so a lot of time I see the USA, America. I can tell American when they come to the Philippines in the mall, no mask. They take the mask off. Well, I ain't gonna wear this stuff. They're breaking the law, but you know, that's what they do in their home country. They don't wear it there anymore. So why do they want to wear it in the Philippines? Because it's the law, mister. But you know, once the laws will get ready to change, so you can come on. If you don't want to wear your mask, it's okay. You're gonna be well receptive. As soon as again, she mentioned that President Bongbong Marcos is issuing an executive order that will allow indoor masks to be a choice. Okay, it's not, you don't have to, with certain exceptions. I mean, if you're in a medical facility or if you're being public transportation, stuff like that, of course they want you to wear your mask. But if you're just in a regular indoor facility, if you go to the mall, you won't have to wear it. If you go to a store, grocery store, you want those. That's the unmasking part of it. And then she talked about the big part today, the unvaxxed. Yeah, she said that those of you that are unvaxxed, you want to come to the Philippines. Essentially, she said, come on. In a nutshell, come on. Come on down. We want you. We want you. We want you. But the Philippines are trying to woo and trying to get people back in the country. That's all it is, man. And it's okay, man. Everybody has to start over. We have to start over. Yeah, they're starting over from ground zero. You can imagine the amount of money they lost in 2 years. Yeah, can you imagine? Tourism is a huge part of their economy. And when you shut the door down to that, the economy goes like zero. You know, they're running on E for a long time. They got 13 point some odd trillions of pesos to pay back to the people they borrowed money from to keep this country afloat while the pandemic was going on. So now they got to figure out how we're going to get the multi. This is the one way. This is a big start. Okay. So I want to bring that to you, man. I know some of y'all like jumping in your seats now. Yeah. You're getting your flight lined up right now. But just be waiting, okay? The executive order has been already issued. However, it has to be an effective date. I'm not sure what the effective date is, but it should be coming out that day. So maybe the day tomorrow, I don't know. But when the effective date comes out, I'll bring that to you as well. But the effective date is going to be approaching. It's coming soon, and people are waiting to find that so they can get their flights. You know, sitting wait. A lot of people are sitting on go. I just wait. Yeah, and then a lot of people are angry, man. Can you imagine you ain't seen your lady in 2 years? 2 years, man. And now pandemics, everybody's letting people go this way, go that way, and Philippines still on lockdown. Like, what's wrong with these folks? I don't need that shot. No, now they heard your cry, they heard your plea, they heard your moaning and your groaning. They answered you. Now there's no excuse for you to say you can't come to the Philippines. As soon as the effective date is released, I'll bring it to you, and you can start making your plans to come to the Philippines to see your lady and pray to God she ain't shady. In 2 years, people change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people change, man. If you don't keep up with them, they sure ain't gonna keep up with you. If they don't love you, they just want the multi. How many people in the Philippines, ladies, that just want your money? Could you imagine, man? We can't get no food here, Johnny, and it's a pandemic. We need money. And you say, okay, you can't get this, but I give you the money. Come on, man. Stop falling for these sad sack stories. Don't give a peso. Go give a Filipino a peso until you have met her person to person, face to face. That's my rule. Don't give her nothing. I mean, she can come with all kinds of sad stories in the world, but it's about protecting your assets. And I didn't say your ass. I'm sorry. I didn't say your ASS. It's your ass, your money. Money's your assets, right? Protect it, man. We worked hard for the money. I don't know about you, man, but when I make a dollar, I makes a dollar. You know what I'm saying? I work hard for my money. You want me to throw it away? Just give it to you for some sad sack story? I'm not the one, sister. Get on up here, get on up out of here with that story, because I'm not following. But that's how you got the mentality you have to have when you're dealing with Filipinos. If you find one, don't beg you, don't want to shake your leg then you deal with that one. But when they want to beg you, I need $5, I got to eat. Say, okay, next, get them out of your sight, because they ain't real. They fake and they phony baloney. You don't need no baloney in your house. You don't believe no baloney in your face. Are you with me, Jay? Pay, you with me, man? Let's go. I ain't playing with y'all today. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is last night at about 10 o'clock, around 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock, there was a huge 6.7 earthquake in the Abra area. Okay, and as of this time, they have not reported any fatalities. Thank God. Okay. However, there have been some structural damages, and there's a lot of power outages right now in the Abra area and vicinity. So, and when you're talking about earthquakes, 6.7 is huge, man. That's pretty big. So it's a lot of shaking up and breaking up going on around there. So if you know anybody in the area, give them a call. Say, hey, man, you all right? You call and check on them, heard about the earthquake in your area, man. I want to make sure you're good. Check on them. What's wrong with that? Showing you care, you share. If you can help them, send them something. Whatever you can send them. They're gonna need it. They may need it. You never know. But yeah, check on your people. So this is what happened, y'all. Let me show you what happened. Show you some earthquake in Abra. A strong earthquake at magnitude 6.7 struck Abra province at about 10:59 p.m. Tuesday, October 25th, 2022. Said Philippines. Philippines is the organization that measures earthquakes and all that kind of stuff. Okay. The quake had a depth of 28 kilometers, with the epicenter located 7 kilometers northwest of Tinang town in Abra. So it hit Abra. Here's some more pictures. Shows you the type of damage they got. And an earthquake, I mean, you can't do nothing but duck and try to cover, because telling where you go is, if the earthquake is bad, it's gonna hit you, So you got to duck and try to cover. Okay. And then so that you see right there, damages, man. All the people's stuff messed up, and a lot of people have been evacuated, because once your home or your domicile has been into an earthquake, there's no question whether your structure is safe to live in or not. Then again, ladies and gentlemen, here's some more pictures. You have to deal with the fact that there may be aftershocks. Okay, so there's be some people in injury. See the lady right there? She got her arm messed up. So you have to deal with the fact that there's usually aftershocks after the earthquake. And the aftershocks could come at any time, anywhere. There's no prediction on when it's going to come. So people in Abra need help, and many of them have been displaced from their homes, and there's a lot of power outages right now. So if you know anyone there in Abra, give them a call. Ask them how they're doing, how they're getting along. Can you help? Is there anything I can do to help? And if you can, my brother and my sister, help them out. Everybody needs help sometime. Don't you need a little help from your friends sometimes? I know I do. Yeah, I need help sometimes. I'm not a Superman. I don't pretend to be. I'm human. I'm a human being. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I ache. Sometimes I hurt. I feel pain. I feel sorrow. And I can't, and I fall and I can't get up. I'm falling and can't get up. And I need somebody to help me up. So they had an earthquake, man. Help them. If you can. If they need the help, ask them, do you need any help? Is there anything I can do for you? And then do it if you can. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the world is all about. Help people. I talked to y'all yesterday. Yeah, I talked to y'all yesterday about, giving back to, and when people give you stuff, give it back to them. When you've been, somebody helped you along the way when you was growing up. And don't sit up there and nah, but I had to help myself. Stop the lie, mister. You look back on your life, somebody helped you. They gave you some money. They gave you some good advice. They kept you out of trouble. Somebody, whether your mother, your father, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, somebody, your best friend, somebody pulled you back from trouble, kept you safe. And when you got in trouble, they got you out. They helped you get out. So don't play that game with me. Ain't nobody never helped me. Stop the lie. Okay? People have helped me all my life. Thank the Lord. I've had a lot of good, godly women and men in my life that have helped me to keep me safe and to keep me on the right perspective and to keep me from getting in trouble. Okay? And and if they come in need right now, if I can help them, I will return the favor. And that's all it is. You reach back and you give back. Okay? It's about giving back, not taking back from them, giving back, helping them, paying it back, paying it forward. That's how you do, man. That's what life is all about. Giving. Yeah? And about, I got to receive this, I got to receive. It ain't always about receiving. Sometimes it's good to receive, but it's also good to give. Okay. Somebody say, and I don't think this is biblical, but the saying is that it's more blessed to give than it is receive. I don't know that's not a scripture in the Bible, but a lot of people say it. And I just have a tendency to believe it's true. Yeah. I bought my whole family, man. My whole family has been givers. All of our lives, we've been giving. And when you give, that's how we show our love, how I care. My mama, my grandmother, my sisters, my brother, we all have been raised on giving. And so that's all I know. That's all I know. All right, guys, let's ride the train today. That's all I got for you today. Want you to see that? Let's ride this train. We're going to find out who rubbing up, topping up, bopped up enough to be the first man in his house. Who that say they're going to beat them safe? I need to know. Can somebody tell me, please, who that say they're going to beat them safe? Let's go. When I said, sorry. People get ready. Well, there's a big train that's coming. There's a big unvaccinated train. Don't think you're going to need a ticket to get on that train. Don't need no ticket. You just got on, boy. All you need is love. Who said again? Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. Y'all ready to ride train by RT-PCR, one nation on the group, one love? Hey, when I said toot toot, you said all aboard. Toot toot. Toot toot. When I said all aboard, you said toot toot. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard. Let's ride this train. Y'all ready, man? Y'all ready to ride this train? RT-PCR, one nation. Let's go. I ain't playing. We're going to ride this train till we can't ride no more. Yeah. We're going to ride this train till the wheels come off the track. Don't play with y'all. We're going to ride it, baby. If you do anything, you better do it 100%. Don't do nothing half but. Because when anything you do half but, you always have regrets. I don't want to regret about nothing. Some of y'all right now, I don't know if I want to come to the Philippines. And then 5 years later, because you didn't go, you got regrets. And you had all the money to go. You had the desire to go, but you let negativity seep into your mentality and stop you, block you, shock you from going to meet your dreams, to meet your destiny. There was a woman waiting for you 5 years ago. She gone now. Somebody else, Jody, got her now. And you like, man, I wish I went there 5 years ago. I had that lady shit. And I regrets. Don't live your life with full of regrets, man. I don't care if you make it. Sometimes when you make a choice, you make a decision, sometimes it don't turn out right. It's okay, man. Nothing's guaranteed to turn out right all the time. If you make a choice, you make a decision, you go to the Philippines and you had a bad time, so what? You either had a bad time right in the USA where you live. Okay? But at least you tried, right? Ain't nothing worse than the failure of somebody that don't try. That's it. Don't get up. Oh man, I could get off into something else, but hey, let's go. Let's ride this train. Let's ride. I'm gonna find out who the first man up in this house today. Who that say they're gonna beat them saying? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Inquire, man, I want to know who that say they're gonna beat them saying. Can you tell me, please? Can you tell me, please? Ah, what's up? Smooth sounds in the house. Smooth sounds. Smooth sounds. Smooth sounds in the house. Woo, what's up, Smooth? You good, man? He said, hey. Hey, right back at you, my brother from another mother. You good, man? So good to see Smooth Sound. He's one of our regulars. He's always trying to get up on the train, but he's usually in the number 2 spot. But he hit the number 1 spot today. He wasn't playing. He saw that notification. He said, oh, love you, BobbieD. He almost broke the keyboard down to get to that number 1 spot. It's okay, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. Ain't nobody mad at you, man. Ain't nobody mad at you. Ain't nobody glad at you. We just glad you're here. Okay, you good? Hey, I'll give him his number. Give him his prop, man. He made it. He wasn't playing today. He said, I'm going to be number 1 today. And he took advantage of it. What are you doing? You sleeping on the job? You want to be the best in your life. You want the best, but you don't want to do what it takes to be the best. You want to be number 1, but you don't want to do what it takes to be number 1. What does it take to be number 1? It takes desire. It takes emotion. It takes a feeling of initiative. You got to take action. You can't sit down and say, well, I hope I be number 1 next time. I just hope so. No, you got to get on the doggone it. You got to slay the dragon. What you mean dragon? What you dragon? What you mean dragon? You mean the fire-breathing dragon? Yeah. We all got dragons and demons in our lives. You didn't know that, mister? Read your Bible. We all got dragons. We all got demons that pull us away from our goal, pull us away from our desires, pull us away from our destinies in life. Don't let the dragon get you, man. Slay the dragon. How you slay the dragon? By saying, not today, Mr. Dragon. Get out of my life. That's how you do. You make a decision and you guard your mind and your heart from the negativity in life that's trying to pull you away from the goodness in your life. Okay? I have to do it every day. You just can't guard your mind one day and don't let it and don't guard it the next day, because negativity is always abounding in your face, in your ear gates, in your eye gates. You know? Yeah, negativity. Saying you ain't good enough. You ever heard that? You too black. You heard that? You ugly. You heard that one? Yeah, I know. You too short. You too fat. Nobody wants you. Who wants you? Negativity. And if you don't have the wherewithal, the strength, the intestinal fortitude to kick that stuff to the curb, it will influence your life. And you'll wind up being a big, fat zero. Not a hero, but a zero. I don't want to see you go out like that, mister. Learn how to get rid of negativity, the junk stuff in your life, and focus on the positivity that's moving you forward in life and not back. You with me, G? GP, you got people, right? You with me, G? Let's go. I ain't playing with y'all today. Let's go. Who we got? Smooth. He said, looks like America going to die in 14. What? I'm gonna read. I'm sorry, y'all. I must have mistaken what he said. Excuse me. I'm gonna read this again. I did go to school. I did go to high school and college, and I got a master's degree. But I'm gonna make sure I get this right. I'm gonna read it real slow. He said, looks like America is going to die in 14 days. Are you serious, man? Where you get that from? What you been smoking today? Real sound. Don't come in here with that stuff. You better back that up, okay, mister? Let's go. Give me some facts. Give me some figures. Give me some quotes. Okay, don't make no random statement like that, man, without nothing to back it up. Because we'll back you up in this place. We'll jack you up too. Let's go. We got Murphy. Hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, hello, family from Cebu City. Looking mighty good. Hey, Murphy Hayes did it right, tight long. Gun in the house. Woo, Goldfinger. Goldfinger did it right, man. He made that decision to come to the Philippines, and he stepped up his game. Yeah, he wanted to get here for a while, but he said, nah, I'm gonna wait. And then all of a sudden, he said, nah, no more waiting for me. This is my time. This is my destiny. This is my destiny to fulfill. And he did it. He crossed the ocean and the plane, and he get in the airways, and he withstood all the stuff on the plane. No kids messing with him. All kind of crazy stuff happened. When you happen when you're on a plane, long plane flight, all kind of stuff happen. And you got to be ready to tune that stuff out. Focus on your desires. He did it, man. He made it here safe and sound, and he's having a beautiful time right now. I think they just went out to some city and went on another trip or something, they back again. And he's doing a good thing, man. He's living a life. He's living a dream in the Philippines. Yeah, how many you can say that, huh? You live in your dreams in New Jersey City. Jersey City. You live in your dreams in Biloxi, Mississippi. But he's in the Philippines. Yeah, way across the world, across the water. And you know what, man? It's a good thing when you go and see how the other half live. He's read about it, he's seen it on video, but he's never actually experienced it himself. So it's a new thing. And I just thank the Lord that he had the wherewithal to get Murphy Hayes here and to get him here safely, and he will have the wherewithal to get Murphy home safely. But when Murphy goes home, he gonna take something with him. Huh? What you mean, baby? He gonna take some towels from the hotel? Come on, man, please. He ain't staying in no hotel. He rented an Airbnb condo, man. That's how he rolled. He ain't no low baller. He's a big baller shot caller. Now he gonna take some things back with him. Memories in the corners of your mind. Yeah, memories. You can never replace memories. They're precious. You can never replace it because they're so expensive in your mind. And when you'll never forget that. Nobody can pay you for your memories. Nobody can take them away from you. Always have your memories tucked back in the corners of your mind. When if you don't ever make it to the Philippines again, the memories of his mind will remind him of the time in that rhyme that he had in the Philippines with a lady and she wasn't shady. You with me, man? Hey, man, I know how to rock this thing today. I'm gonna rock this thing. I'm gonna block this thing. I'm gonna shock this thing. You with me? Hey, Murphy, you know I love you, my brother, but you know what I gotta tell you, right? I gotta tell you, man. Number two, John, but you do just fine. Brown Jane Bobby, he's one nation gonna grow with love. One nation, Anthony Liggins. What's up, man? How you doing? Anthony Liggins. What's up, Liggins? He said, what's up, Bobby? I'm number two. Tuba Queen says, number two is good for you. Damn right. No, man. Murphy Hayes beat you, man. You thought you was number two, but Murphy Hayes he took the hit for you. Damn right. He took the hit for you, man. So you ain't number two, and you'll do just fine. Ryan James, Bobby Lee, one nation of one love. We got Murphy Hayes. Congrats, Smooth. Number one, baby. You did that thing right, tight, long, strong. I told you, man. Smooth, strong. You know, he used to have that number two mentality, but now he's trying to change it. You know, it's changing for the better. You know, I remember when I was a kid coming up, man, I always wanted to be top dog in my classes and everything I did. And the problem with me was when I was a kid, I worked after school. I had a job after school. I used to deliver medication from a drugstore to people on my bike. And guess how much I paid? They paid me for that. I worked in Charleston, South Carolina. I worked at a drugstore called Amar Pharmacy. Amar's, A-M-A-R, apostrophe S, Amar's. And there were two brothers, George and Harold. And they was old guys then. I was a kid. And they paid me, guess how much they paid me, man? $35 a week for 5 days a week. And they wanted me to ride and deliver their medication to their customers all over the city. And I did it. I did that. And you know, man, I thought that $35 like $2,000. I was rich. I bought all my school clothes, all my, you know, back in them days, you had to buy your books, your school books, you rent them, pay your money. I rented my school books. My mama had to do, I bought me 10, you know, I was old, man. But I had that industrious attitude, always want to work, always want to do and go. You know, and that's how I was, you know. But yeah, man, you got to have a go-getter attitude if you want to do something in life. If you don't want to do nothing in life, you just be nothing for the rest of your life. You sit up there and just look at TV and eat pizza and drink a 40 every day. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to look like a 40 and you're going to look like a pizza. Let's it, man. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Get up and do your thing. Let's go. We got Smooth. He said, congratulations, Mr. Hayes. You did it, man. Did it right time. Hey, Mr. Hayes ain't playing. Okay. Mr. Hayes went to the Philippines. What are you doing, Smooth? What are you doing, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen out there? What y'all doing? Y'all want to be it? If you want to do it, you got to be about it. Can't just talk about it. Can't just walk about it. Be about it, baby. Action. You ever heard of Action Jackson in the movie? Was he just sitting there doing nothing? No, he was always fighting, shooting, you know, and you got to get in the mix, baby. If you want to win, if you want to win, if you want to lose, don't take nothing to lose, but do nothing. Okay, let's go, Ron J. Who we got? Murray Hayes. What's up, Liggins? You doing all right, man? So good to see you in the house. One Nation. Who we got? Anthony Liggins. Anthony, he said, oh, Murray Hayes snuck in and took my number two. Glory. Yeah, man, he did you a favor, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do him a favor next time. Okay, man. Give him the goodness in return. Right, James Bobby, who we got? Smooth. He said, Mr. Hayes, you're number two, but you are in Cebu, so you will do this time. Hey, man, Murphy Hayes is having the time of his life. He's enjoying himself, and God has been good to this man. He's come through some stuff. Ain't nobody told you everything gonna be easy. Okay, ain't nothing easy but losing. Because when you lose, you ain't got to do nothing to lose. Because it's come to you, you ain't got to do nothing to lose. If you don't do nothing, you will never win. So it takes action, it takes determination, it takes willpower, it takes strength to win, and you got to do it better than others. Because some people had the determination and stuff to do it too, but they never made it here. He had the determination and he made it here because God was looking out for him. Let's go round train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes at number one, not only for you, and that's true. Hey man, he was number two, but it's number one in his heart. Okay. Round train, One Nation. Anthony, he said, "What's up, Gunny? Hope you're adjusting to the jet lag and enjoying your Philippine queen." Yeah, Murphy has jet lag. Everybody does. When you come to the Philippines, jet lag is just a given. Okay, you go out. Your body takes time to readjust to the new climate, the new conditions under which you are. You're in a new environment. You're in a new place. I don't know what you, but anytime I go to a new hotel, whatever, it takes me a minute to get used to my new settings and my surroundings. And then your body is the same way. Your body know that you're in another environment. So your body clock is still, if he's from Louisiana, his body clock is still in Louisiana, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. His physical body is still in sleep, but so it takes a while before the physicality adjusts to the mentality and the environment for which you're in right now. And it takes maybe a day. So some people do it real quick, but some others take a day. Some people take a week. It just depends on who you are and how you deal with the situation. Right, James Bobby, who we got? Bourbon Hayes said, adjusting slowly, but thank God I'm with my queen. She with the queen, and then she doing good. She treating them good, man. We went to lunch. Yeah, went to lunch with them when they got here, man. And she was every time we turned around. Murphy, you need this. She was right on it, man. Doggone it. She's so happy that they made it together and they're adjusting and enjoying each other. It's a blessing, ladies and gentlemen. When you find somebody that you feel compatible with and that you feel that you never had any treatment like she's giving you right now. It is a blessing to know that there's somebody on the face of this planet we call Earth that's there. You believe it's for you, and she believes you are for you, for her. Okay, it's a blessing, man. You find that right one, bye. Okay, let's go, Ryan Chain. Who we got? God, I got you, man. Ryan Chain, Bobby, who we got? Anthony Liggins. You see, I think people traveling to the Philippines are vaccinated are taking a big risk. A long-term COVID sickness would be a deficit. That is correct. I agree with you 1,000%, my guy. I would never travel anywhere without my vaccinations or my mask. I don't care if they say COVID is over. They can make an announcement tomorrow. COVID is over. COVID. I said, okay, over for you, not for me. I need protection, man. There's so many things going on. And you're going into a new environment, and your body has to readjust to the new environment. You could be more susceptible to the virus in the new environment than where you were and where you came from. So, I mean, I know they're unvaccinated can get here, and it's a reason they want to get money back into this economy. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, if you're an unvaxxed person, you better wear your mask. Okay, that's all I can tell you. And you don't have to wear a mask here either. That's another rule. Indoor mask is going out the door. Outdoor mask was already led to the sideline, but they're making an indoor mask voluntary as well. So things are opening up, and some people say, well, it's too quick for all that. They ain't got to do all that. It's too quick. Okay. Yeah, they got to do what they got to do in order to make this economy float again, in order to make this economy revive and thrive again. They got to open things up because they're losing the dollars to other competitive countries such as Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia. All of these countries are getting rid of the programs, and the Philippines got them all still up. The Philippines was the last country that opened it up face-to-face schools. They just opened it up. Okay, so they're behind on a lot of stuff. So they're trying to get caught up, rightfully so. Let's go, Ron Chain, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes at 100% no religion. I got you, man. I got you, my brother from another mother. One Nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. He said, my lady has a pleasant side effect from the vaccine. My lady has a pleasant side effect from the vaccine. She's no longer allergic to shrimp. Go figure the one. Okay. So she's not allergic to shrimp. She tries some shrimp. Good for her. I don't try. I'm allergic to shrimp, and I'm not gonna try it. I'm sorry. I'm not. I had some shrimp when I was I think it was in fourth grade. I didn't know what it was. I know, and I ate lunch in school. And I had school lunches, and I paid for my lunch. So I go down there. I go to get my plate and sit down. And I didn't know what it was, but it looked good to me. I started eating it, and next thing I know, I guess I had about 3 or 4 spoonfuls of it. Next thing I know, I just started scratching, itching. My next thing I said, "What's wrong with you, Bobby?" I said, "What do you mean?" I had a whole bunch of. I, I look like a dried up. I don't know. I look like a one big wart. I had bumps all over my body. They had to send me home from school. They sent me home from school. My mama had to come and get me, and she said, "We going to the doctor. I don't know what's wrong with you." I said, "She said, what did you do today?" I said, "I ain't do nothing. I just played and ate my food." "What you had to eat?" "I think they said it was shrimp." He said, "That's what did it." And then I had to get medicine, all kinds of stuff. I ain't playing that game no more. I don't care. I don't care what they say. I'm not gonna eat it. Let's go. Move. He said, thinking hard on looking for a place to live there. Live when I get there. Okay. Hey man, the first step in anything you do is always a thought. Okay, it's always a thought. Thought leads to desires, and desires leads to action. Actions and things that you can done to get what you want to do. So make a plan about where you want to live and how you're going to get the money to live there. Those are the things you need to start working on. Okay, always have a plan, man, and work the plan. Because if you just start thinking and you just start looking, I mean, you got to write that stuff down, and then you got to work it. Don't twerk it. Okay, right now you twerking it. Don't twerk it because people talk a lot of yin yang, but they never get nothing done. I don't want to see you go out like that. I want to see you to be a man of action. And the only people that take real action is you people that take their goals and hopes and dreams in life serious and work on it. Don't twerk on it. Let's go round train, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy, hey, is it? We're looking for a place in Laguna and Luzon. Okay. Laguna and Luzon. Okay, so you going to Laguna? Okay. Okay. Go to Airbnb. You'll probably have a nice condo somewhere out there. If it's not a condo, you can get a house or maybe a nice hotel. You know, but keep your options open. So if you're looking just to visit there in Laguna or just move there, I've never been to Laguna. I know it's in the Manila, Luzon area up north. So people there speak Tagalog and Filipino, and the people. And I can tell you this, guys: if you go to Luzon area, there's a big difference between the people in Luzon versus the people in Mindanao and Visayas. The people in Luzon is like, "What you say?" And the people in Visayas are, "Sure, sir." You know, it's an attitude difference. You'll find some, you can find some good ones out there, but that's what I found. I've been in Manila area a lot of times, and it's always like it ain't no thrill. That's it. People they like night and day, like Little New York and Manila area, man, Luzon area. So be careful out there, man. Because I told you, every time you come here, ladies and gentlemen, you got to or you don't even have if you just look like a foreigner, you got a target on your back, and if people gonna come to check you out, you know, brother, and you talking to somebody in the back picking your pocket. Be careful with that. That's all right. Let's go. We got right now. I got froze. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened, guys. Internet slow. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I so sorry. But the internet's slow today, and normally don't get that because convergence is who I am from my. Oh, it's raining. Okay, at least it says raining. I don't know if that has. We got fiber, so fiber is covered. It's not out exposed in the airwaves. So I don't know what happened, but we had a little glitch. And it looks like we back. Are we back, Lisa D? Are we back now? Okay, we're back. All right, guys, we're gonna run this real quick. I don't want to get no more drops. Okay. Um, He said, if God permit, Murphy A. If God permit there permanently, be there permanently. Whoa, slow your roll, my brother. Slow your roll, baby. Okay, slow your roll. Flow your roll, man. Don't rush it. Don't rush it, and don't hush it either. Okay. Take your time. Come back, before 2024. Maybe take another trip, and then check out everything. Make sure that's what you want to do. But if that you dead set in your mind to do it, do it. Okay. Let's go around chain BobbieD, One Nation. Anthony Liggett. He said, I would tell her to be careful, Gunny. The vaccine might be temporary, masking her allergic reaction. Okay. That's a good point, Gunny. He said the vaccine might be masking her allergic reaction. So the question is, did she have the vaccine? And when she had the vaccine, did she have allergic reactions to the vaccine? And those are the things you want to look at because, again, the vaccine, like Anthony said, could be masking her allergic reaction. Okay. You with me, man? Let's go. Round chain, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Smooth. He said 2024 is also my goal. Things for me are going downhill fast when he here. Okay. Smooth sound. Smooth sound. You hear me, man? Listen to me good. Don't be no fool. Go to school. Don't let nothing take you down. Okay. Always find a way, make a way, shake away, take away to get around whatever obstacles you have in your way. Okay. Don't let a situation damper you or put a hamper on you. Okay. You take charge of the situation. Do not let the situation take charge of you. When you say things are going downhill, you have to define that. And then you have to find out a way to get rid of those things that are taking you downhill. You want to go uphill, okay? So let's reroute those thoughts in our minds and get a positive outlook and overcome those obstacles that's causing you to think that way. Let's go around chain BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Carlton Banks. What's up, Carl? How you doing, brother? Long time no see, but I see you now. You say, yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Hey, man, let's go. Let's go, baby. Y'all ready to get to the Philippines? You ain't got that vaccine? It's okay, man. No problem. Just come on. All you need is a antigen test, a negative antigen test, and you can take that test when you get here, or you can take it before you get here. Either one. That's all you need. You don't have to be vaccinated. Just take the negative antigen test. Okay, that's all you got to do. And then probably, I don't know, but they may drop that later on as well. I'm telling you, man, things are getting away. How long the Philippines been locked down? 2 years straight, and things are getting slimmed down so people can get here. Let's go around chain BobbieD, One Nation. Remember, hey, he said, I'm checking it out next week to see how it is. If it's expensive, I'll look elsewhere. Okay. There's certain areas in Luzon that are very, very expensive, just like USA prices. And especially if you go to Manila area, Laguna's near Manila. So it depends on what you want in life and what you want. If you want a city life, big city in Laguna, if you want a province life will be cheaper. And if you move to the province, you might want to build and not buy a used building. That'd be a better. Build it to your specifications and build it to your circumstances as well. If you're buying, you can't buy it. You can buy a condo out there if you're a foreigner, but you cannot buy a house or lot unless you're married to a Filipino. So you're gonna have to tie that knot, tie it real tight so it don't break up. Okay, man. Let's go. Right, talking about DC One Nation. After Liggins, he said, I don't know, Gunny and Miss Cecilia was a couple. I didn't know Gunny and Miss Cecilia was a couple. Congrats, Murphy. Y'all look very happy together. The brief moment we saw you. You heard that, Murphy? He said he didn't know y'all were a couple. Hey, man, he don't go around telling all this business. Like some of y'all do. He don't do that. I respect him. I mean, if that's he want to keep it under wraps, and rightfully so, because what happens a lot of times when you let somebody know that being heard, we together and all like that, and people try to come in between y'all. You know what I'm saying? People try to say, you think you ain't got nobody, she mine, all kind of crazy stuff, man. So you have to keep down stuff. And so now's the time you let the whole world know that's my lady, and y'all need to keep away from her. Let's go around trade, Bobby. Who we got? Murphy. He said, what's up, Sir Banks? Sir Banks in the house. Carlton Banks in the house. Long time, long see. What we got? Murphy. He said, yeah, we kept it under the radar. Yeah, man. You got it. Some things you just don't tell everything, It wasn't that he was not proud of her. It wasn't that she was not proud of him. That wasn't it at all. It was the fact that sometimes when people see you doing better or doing well, they want to be a hater. So they try to cut down on the haterade. That's basically what it is. You can't tell everybody all aspects of your lifestyle. Sometimes you got to hold stuff back. for your protection. Okay. And so that's basically what it was. They was trying to cut down on the mess, but now it's the time to let people know this is my lady. She's not shady. And these two people met on this show. Okay. And I'm gonna take credit for that. Well, come on, man. But yeah, that's what they met. They met on this show, man. It was a blessing. I told you, this is a love train. Okay. You might meet your lady on the show. You never know. Love train, BobbieD, One Nation under Groove. Love train, baby. You don't need no ticket to ride. Let's go ride train, BobbieD, One Nation. We got move. He said, but if I do move there in 2024, I will come back here to work for about 4 to 5 years just to make sure I will thrive there. Okay. Okay, Smooth. I'm gonna tell you again. Gotta keep telling this guy. Write your stuff down. Don't just keep putting stuff out there and not following up on it. Okay. What you're doing is you're making statements, but you're not making active statements. You're not writing it down. You need a plan, and you need to write your plan in detail. Just don't talk about it. Be about it. Do about it. I know you want to come to the Philippines, but then you just mentioned a few minutes ago that you're going downhill. You know, so those two things they're not congruent. They don't match up. So which one is it? And then start. If you want anything you want to do in your life, ladies and gentlemen, make it a plan. That's what I had when I wanted to come to the Philippines. I had a plan, and not only did I have a plan, I worked my plan to a T. Yeah, for 5 years, I worked my plan. Okay, and it wasn't easy. I wanted to quit sometimes. I'm like, I'm doing all this to go to the Philippines. I work 8 hours a day, and usually 4-6 more hours on top of that overtime, because I needed money to build up my 401k account. I needed a lot of cash money, and I built it up, man. Because 20% of everything I made went into my 401k account, and then I had to take care of Lisa D and her family, and then I had to take care of my expenses too. So I worked overtime. I got all that done. Okay, but I had a plan, and then I had online businesses. I had a plan. You know, I had a plan. You gotta have a plan, man. You just talk that talk ain't gonna mean nothing if you don't get it going. Let's go, Murphy. He said it's a challenge. That's for sure. Culturally, yeah. When you come here, I tell everybody you're gonna run into culture shock. What you mean, Bobby? What you mean? Culture shock, man. You know what it is to get an electric shock, right? Yeah, you're gonna be the same way, but you're gonna be socially shocked because everything's different. If you've never been to the Philippines before and you've seen it on TV or you've seen it in the videos, it's a different thing. But actually being out there, one of the best things about the culture shock here is you see the women, man. The women are beautiful, and I know you see them on the internet and all like that. But when you see them face up, person to person, close to close, it's a different world. Like, whoa. And you know, the thing about the women out here, they don't even know how gorgeous they are. They just think this plain old Jane. But in our eyes, they're beautiful. But in the ordinary Filipinos' eyes, it's just a regular person because they see them every day. Yeah. But there's a beautiful women out here. Not only women, but the customs, how they treat you are awesome in the Philippines. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Anthony Ligon. Yeah, my mom wants me home for the holidays. So I'll probably visit the Philippines again in January. I'm fully vaccinated, including the new bivalent booster. Okay. That's what I'm waiting for, Anthony. I'm waiting for that bivalent to come out here because I get every booster I can get, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to. I don't want to take no chances. Y'all remember Herman Cain, right? Remember Herman Cain, the big broadcaster and the black Republican guy? He went to a rally with Trump, and he didn't wear no mask. You know, so he came home the next week. He was in the hospital, caught COVID. He didn't take it serious. He got COVID. And they didn't have the vaccine stuff there, and they have a lot of good treatment. So he said, he gone. You know, I don't want to go out like that. If they got the treatments and they got the vaccine, I'm gonna take that stuff. What I'm gonna do? Let it say, well, I don't need that. No, I need that. I need the boosters, I need the vaccine, I need the bivalent. Anything that come out that's gonna help me prevent me from getting that vaccine, that virus, I want it. Let's go round chamber. We got maybe, but worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. The wait is worth it. The things you do to get here, put in the work, put in the time, put in the plans, all of those things are worth it on a long-term basis, okay? If that's what you want to do. And you should be comfortable in doing what you want to do in life. Don't get comfortable doing what other people want you to do. Get comfortable doing what you want to do because you have to accept the consequences of your actions, not your mother's actions, not your sister's actions, not your brother's actions, your cousins, your actions. You got to deal with it. They don't have to deal with it. You know, and people, many times you will find, ladies and gentlemen, people have what's called a crab mentality. And y'all know what people out here in the Philippines got a big time. You mean crab puts crabs in a barrel, and the ones on the bottom, instead of them trying to crawl out, and they see other one trying to crawl out the bottom, they see the ones trying to crawl. Instead of them trying to crawl out too, then what they do? They pull them back down with them. You ain't going nowhere. Come on back here. You ain't going nowhere. You right here with me. You ain't. You know, crab mentality. They don't want to see you move up in life. They don't want to see you have no new experiences in life because they want you to be down on the bottom like that. You know, that's just how many people are. I'm not like that, man. If I see you moving up, I'm saying, yeah, man, do that, Clay. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna be right there with you, man. I'm trying to get where you are, man. Let's go. That's what I do. You encourage people. You don't try to hold them back. You know. Now, let me make this distinction. If you see somebody that's not able to do it, and you know it's gonna be a problem, okay, and then they can't see it, then it's your obligation, if you're their friend, to give them a warning. But once you've warned them and they still continue to do it, that's their life. They got to deal with the consequences of their actions. Okay, let's go round train Bobby DC One Nation. James Ridley, what's up, Ridley? You doing all right, man? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. Wouldn't want to be. He said, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, that's it. Unvaxxed, you ready to come in here? We ready for you. Okay, it's coming out very soon. I don't know the effective date yet, but the EO has been issued. Then when that EO is publicly written and issued and come out, that's will be the effective. Should have the effective date on it, and people will be able to come and know what to expect when you come here. It's too long. The Philippines have been up here with all of this. You can't get in there. You're locked down. There's lockdown there. Lockdown there. You can't grow if you lock down. Hmm? Even if you look at your life, if you lock yourself down in your room, how are you going to experience other things in life? Well, you say, I can look on the internet about it. Yeah, look on the internet. It's okay, man, but it's nothing like experiencing it for yourself. You know, I look on the internet every day. If things I can't do, but the things I can do and feel and experience myself, I want to get out there and get it. And that's the way you should be. You want to get out there in life and experience life and see how other people live. Will you want to stay here forever? No, you may not want. You'd be surprised. A lot of guys come here and they just don't like it. And they never come back. And it's okay, man. It's not your thing. It's not your thing. But there's others, many others, that come here and they like it and they come back, and they move here permanently. There's over 200,000 American expats in this country, and not to mention the other nationality expats. So there's something here that's drawing people here. Let's go around chain BobbieD see One Nation. And they go, Murphy, hey, he said, that's my next one to BobbieD. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on, man. They don't have it here yet. But as soon as I see it coming out here, I'm gonna like sign up for it. You know what I'm saying? I want all the protection I can get, man. I want all the protection I can get because I don't know. I don't know what's out here. I know that they say it's gonna be with us forever. So if it's gonna be with us forever, I want to be a forever protection, whatever protection I can get. You know, it's the way it is, man. You want to stay alive, you want to thrive. Do those things that will help you stay alive and thrive. If you think that putting a vaccine in your body is going to hurt you, then that's your opinion. But science says that's not what's going to happen. Most people will the virus will be inhibited. You might get it, but you will not die most of the time. Okay, if you take the vaccine. All right, let's go right, Chamber. BobbieD One Nation under group of love. Murphy Hayes said, so Bobby certainly wanted to listen to. Yeah, man, I try to tell you right, tight, long, strong, man. Don't try to steer you the wrong way. But you know, if you want to do your thing, that's your thing. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to rock you. I'm not going to shock you. I'm going to let you do your thing. And if you turn out your thing, doing your thing turns out wrong for you, then you say, well, Bobby, I should have listened to you. I should have listened. Yeah, that's your thing. Let's go right, James. Bobby. Who we got? Movies. I'm talking about the elections in 14. Okay, man. Come on, Spoon. Why did you say that? Why did you say that in the first place, man? Come on, put up shark statement like that. He said, I'm talking about the election 14. What I said, look like America would die. Okay, so he's talking about the elections, the midterm elections. We got a lot of Democrats versus Republicans coming up, and looks like the Democrats may wind up taking the House again. We don't know for sure, but that's the way it's probably going to happen. Well, I'm not even going to say it. Their intentions of taking the House over again. We will see. Taking Congress over and the Senate again, we'll see. But you know, It doesn't matter who's in control of the House or the Senate or who's in the president's office. If you are rooted in the Lord Jesus Christ, God's gonna be your president, and He's my president, and He's my resident. So when Trump was in office, I didn't like the stuff Trump did, but I just prayed, and I love what God did. God got him out there, got the office, he got somebody else in the office. Okay, so I don't worry about stuff like that much. I don't like it, but I understand. Been in this world long enough to know that there's a superior power in charge and in control, and I know who's in control of my life, and that's my president and my resident. His name is Jesus. Let's go. Right, okay. Move, Sally. He said, my health is getting better. Seizures are slowing blood pressure way down. Depression on the low. Okay, great. That's the first positive statement you made all day. Oh Lord, smooth sound. I'm happy to hear that, man. You're looking better. You're doing better in your physical life. Your health is doing better, and it's always a blessing to know that you're doing well. Smooth Sounds had like what 30 some odd operations, and so that means he's had a lot of ailments. When you can cut that many times, man, it'll take a toll on your body. So he's fighting a lot of health issues, and now they're improving. So we want to make sure you keep improving. One thing we want to encourage you to do, Smooth Sound, is stay on your diet. Okay, watch your food, watch what you eat. Don't eat a bunch of junk food. Leave the chips alone, French fries alone. Okay, leave all that cheese off the burger. Okay, don't eat a lot of meat. Try to eat veggies or plant-based things. And for God's sake, whatever you do, Smooth, make sure you drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of liquids. When I say liquids, that's water. Don't do if you do juice, don't do unsweetened juice. Don't do the juice with all that sugar in it. Unsweetened juice, tea. I drink 8 to 10 glasses of water or liquids or tea a day. Sometimes a little bit of coffee. I drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning. Yeah, and that's it, man. When you keep your body filled with fluids, it is amazing how your body responds because your body's like 80% fluids, liquids. Yeah. So if you fill it up every day with water, your metabolism increases. All the functions of your organ does on overdrive to get renewed because your liver needs liquids, your kidneys need liquids. And you know what we do in America? We don't drink water. You know why we don't drink water? Because it don't taste good. It don't got no taste. I want some Coke. You got Sprite there, mister? I need a Sprite. Pepsi, please. You feel me, man? Leave that stuff alone, man. Ain't doing nothing but killing you and killing you softly, man. We want to be live and thrive, okay? Let's go, Ryan J. Who we got? Smooth said, high school, I never got straight A's, always got straight B's, okay? Hey, you made it, man. You did it right, tie long, strong. That means you're smart. You had the initiative to get good grades. Some people in high school, I know a lot of my friends in high school, they didn't do well in school, but that doesn't mean they weren't smart. You know why they didn't do well in school? They were doing well with the girls. They were doing well with drinking liquor behind after school and all that. They had other things more important to them. That didn't mean they were dumb. So you strive towards getting A's, but you didn't make the A. You made B. That's okay, man. A and B. I was an A B. I didn't get straight A's because I had other things that were pulling me from. If I had to work all day, or when I got out of school and I had more time to study and all that, I probably would have got all A's. But I was the kind of kid that I could go to school and I didn't have to sit there and read and study and all that. I mostly remember, I got to school, writing my notes. I would take notes in the class, and then I would go over my notes when we were going to have a test. And I would jot in my mind the important things she said, and then I read my notes right before, like an hour or right before I leave home or right before the test, and then I would pass the test. I might sometimes make an A, sometimes make a B. That's how I did. I never read the books that much, but I still learn, So it's how you deal with it that counts. Right, anybody, who we got? Anthony Liggett, he said, Murphy, have you figured out how to use that tabo yet in sphere? I don't think they got, I don't know. Y'all know what a tabo is, right? It's a dipper. It's a cup that you go, when you go to the CR, for those of you who don't know, means comfort room or bathroom, restroom. So in the Philippines, they don't have a shower head. Most places don't have a shower head. Some places do. Our house does. Which is like in America here. But they don't have a shower head. All they got is a water, a spigot, and you got to take that water spigot and fill it up, fill your tabu, a cup of water, or sometimes you have a big water bucket, and you take the top one, dip it, and you run that water all over your head. Cold, and usually out here, guys, it's no cold, it's no hot water usually, unless you pay for a hot water heater to come in. And we got a hot water for 3 years out here, man. I had no hot water heater, so I had to learn how to deal with cold shower with a towel and all that. But yeah, I don't know if he got a condo, so I don't know. He might have a regular hot water out there, Anthony. I don't know. Let's go around here. We got Anthony said, glad to hear your health getting better, smooth. We're all holding our breath with these midterm elections. Yeah, midterm elections, man. It's going. I think it's going to be some good and some bad. Some of the MAGA people will be elected, and then some of the Democrats will be elected. So how much of each side, I don't know. And you know, I'm not gonna get caught up in that stuff, man, because I told you, man, I live in the United States. I'm a American citizen, but I live in the Philippines. And so what goes on in the USA, it affects me. And but I'm still gonna be me wherever I go. Okay. Let's go round chain BobbieD. See one nation group. What's up? We got Murphy. Hey, he said, oh, that's the big drinking cup. That's a dipping cup. Yeah, you drip that, put that water all over your head. Let's go. Who we got? Smooth. He said plans are all together and stable, just going slow so I can avoid roadblock. Okay. You got your plans right, tight, long, strong. You're gonna be all right, man. Just keep working your plan and don't let anybody interject any negativity in your mind. Okay. Stay focused. And more importantly for you, Smooth, is you need to stay healthy. If you keep yourself healthy, all your plans will come true if you work your plans. If you keep getting sick, it's gonna be hard for you to work that plan, man. Let's go round train BobbieD. See one nation. Who we got? Smooth. He said, my mistakes. I always let my relative know what I was going to do. So things always fail. So I'm keeping it all to me now. That's a good idea. Sometimes when you tell people all your business, if they don't like you that much, they just want to hate on you. They'll find ways to block you and stop you and rock you and shock you and get you off the tracks of accomplishing your desires in life. And those people are just called haters. And you can have some relatives that are haters. You can have some relatives that are supporters. And so if you find that you have a relative that's a hater, you gotta not associate with them, but you gotta watch out for what they say to you and watch out for what you tell them as well. Ron Chain, BobbieD, see one nation. Who we got? Smooth. We said, thank you, sir, Mr. Liggins. I appreciate that, man. You're welcome. Okay, that's it. All right, man. It's been real like steel. You know what I'm saying? Remember to go to Life in the Philippines News, sign up. I'm gonna put that video on Life in the Philippines News in a little bit that I just showed y'all. So if you want to get the news, the latest and the greatest news on the Philippines on a regular basis, hit me up on Life in the Philippines and news and join the channel. Okay. All right, guys. It's been real. But we got to go. Everybody know we got to. Y'all pray for Rain Man, Terry Flemings. He's recovering from surgery. Pray for Murphy Hayes. He's traveling. And who else we got to pray for? Everybody that's having an issue. Smooth Sounds, always pray for him. He's always on our prayer list. He's always, he usually has some ailments and it causes him being outside the hospital every now and then. Pray for the people that have concerns and that they voice their concerns on this program. And now, that's it for now. I'm going to ask you again, go ahead and Live to the Philippine News. I'm going to put this video up in a little bit. Join the channel and help me grow and help me learn and help me grow and help me go. And I'll do the same for you. Okay, man. This is BobbieD saying take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the backside of tomorrow. Peace.